Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, now let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle Company, Corpus. Some of the dry production areas in southern Brazil and Argentina received as much as 2 inches of rain over the weekend, but while those amounts were above expectations, they were not enough or widespread enough to eliminate the drought concerns, particularly given the forecast for this week to return to hot and dry weather patterns. These rains pressured the corn and bean markets as they closed down 8 and 32 cents by the bushel, respectively. Also adding to the negativity in the grains is a strong U.S. dollar, as well as a weak crude oil market, continually down to $3 by the barrel. No, down by $3 by the barrel. A week from today, USDA is going to release their final 22-23 crop production figures, along with a revised estimate for 23-24. Some in the trade are projecting a jump in the new crop planted acres this spring to be as much as 3.4 million acres more corn than last year, and a yield of at least 180 bushels per acre, resulting in an ending year carryout for that crop for 23-24 of 2.040 billion bushels. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and ADM open this week for Milo trucks 8 to 245. Cargill Houston is open this week 7 to 3, closed on Thursday. Neighbor, there's your corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. I'm Larry Marble from down on the farm. We're at the kitchen table, and I've got RD from D&D on the line, and I understand you've got some special for us, right, RD?
Yes, sir. Hot weather's dying down, but we still have some warm days left before the cold sets in, so we're putting some of our water troughs that people have been using as swimming pools on sale, our 8 and 10 foot troughs.8 Now, your customers can get these for a good $800 on the 10 foot by 2 foot deep round water troughs and 8 foot by 2 foot deep for $450 when they mention this ad. Now, if you don't need it for your swimming pools, your cattle and livestock can always use a good water trough too.
RD, tell everybody how to get a hold of you at D&D.
You can reach me here at D&D at 830-379-7340. My extension is 161.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday as we look for the pork carcass cutout value for Tuesday afternoon. It was $86 flat after a $1.90 drop. Federally inspected hog slaughter for Tuesday was estimated at 483,000 head for a week-to-date total of 508. As we look toward afternoon box beef prices, $286.95 for the choice, up $497. $254.63 for the select, up $370. USDA estimates cattle slaughter for Tuesday 126,000 head for a week-to-date total of 133. As we look toward fats, looks like we reported last week's cash at 157 on light volume in the South. Neighbor, there's your meat moves from yesterday. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock, Fredericksburg. Sean, how did sheep and goats sell?
Sale went well, Larry. We ended up with 2,500. Thought the market was good all the way through. Kind of quoted it steady on the goats and the lighter kids and the 60 to 70 pound kids. Thought we got along real well there. On the lambs, I quoted it quite a bit higher, and I know when people look at that thing, they're going to see that there's some $4.60 lambs on there, but that's kind of on those new crop lambs, Larry, is what that was. There's a few sets of those things that we call them new crops, and they're really fancy. That's what they brought. So, kind of those old crop lambs kind of bring around $4. So there was quite a bit of difference there. So take that in consideration when you see that, but they were sure active on that lamb market quite a bit higher. So I thought we got along real well all day.
Good. Cattle sale, how's it going to go?
I'm still hoping for somewhere around that 1,200. We'll see how they keep rolling in this evening. I don't know if we'll quite get it or not, but we'll see how they roll in again in the morning, and hopefully we'll get somewhere around that. Sure anticipate the market being good, so sure ought to catch some numbers.
What's the shiniest consignment of cattle you've seen so far?
Yeah, Larry, quite a bit of the stuff that came in early looked good. Quality looks good, of course, like we talked the other day. Some of the stuff's got a little more condition now than what it did with the cold weather and stuff. So the market ought to be good, and they ought to jump in there and need them.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you in case they do need them.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Sean, thank you a bunch.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio's at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. NMG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We're on the line with Cousin Brian Linsman from Seguin Cattle Company. Cousin Brian, how's the sales shaping up for this week?
Oh, kind of anticipating that 800, being closed for 2 weeks. People just kind of doing a little catch-up. It's kind of surprising. A lot of the calves are weighing that 400 and down. It's the same thing. That frost hit it around here. And, what little bit of green grass was left, it burnt it up. So, some of these calves, they're pulling them off weighing 250. It's just saved the cow at this point. But like I said, we're just carrying in from last year being so dry, but the quality's good. So, it sounds like the market's excellent, so we're going to make it work.
Good. Sheep and goats ought to be good for you.
Sheep and goats, I heard that was high up in Fredericksburg today. So, that trickles down here because all of ours end up going to Houston. So, I think we'll have a good day all the way around.
Good. Those little new crop lambs really did well. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone, 830-305-0652.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Brian.
See you tomorrow night, Cousin Larry.
Bye-bye. I'm Larry Marble. I'm on the line with George Wyckoll from Wholesale Steel. See him on Facebook at William Steel or on the web at www.wholesalesteelsa.com. George, talk to us about the types of panels you offer.
We have sheep and goat panels for your show sheep or goats and stuff you just want to keep in a pen. We have pig panels that are the exact same thing. We have panels that you can use to corral your dogs and make kennels out of. And, of course, we have our heavy-duty livestock panels for making your pens, chutes, alleys. Along that, we also have a standard duty panels, a little lighter weight, but they're just the same exact thing, same size.
And George, you can help clients design your panels into a livestock working facility, correct?
If you got a pen design in mind that you like or a sketch or something you want, bring it in. I'll be more than glad to sit down and design something to fit your needs, what you're looking for. I have some that are already pre-made. In case you see something that you like, it's already pre-done, we got it.
Tell us about your website and give us your phone number.
The website is wholesalesteelsa.com. There's some pictures of our panels and stuff that are on there. You can take a look at them, see what you like. And if you just wanted to give us a call, our phone number is 210-624-2000. 210-624-2000.
And the address to the business?
It is 18840 State Highway 16 in South San Antonio near Somerset.
On the right-hand side of the road as you travel north, correct?
Correct. Right-hand side, there'll be a big sign that says Wholesale Steel.
We've been with George Wyckoll from Wholesale Steel San Antonio. George, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
All right, sir. Have a great day.
Neighbor, now it's time to get a hold of Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go to work after the holidays. We've been moving some cattle up to pastures in the eastern part of the state and exchanging them for some heavy bred heifers. They'll do a little bit better down here. Want to remind your listeners the bull season is upon us. Let us know immediately if you need some bulls for lease or if you're interested in purchasing bulls. We've got all the popular breeds, Brangus, Angus, Charolais, Hereford, and we've got some Brahmins. Let us know. We can help you out. They're in short supply. We're trying to buy them wherever they pop up. And I think we're going to run a little bit short even for our own cows. So keep us posted. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on daily basis on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com, CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, PipeMovers.com. The location in High. Call Keno at 830-868-0200. That's PMI High. We're on the line with Carl Herman, Caldwell Livestock Commission Company. First sale of the new year. Carl, what's it going to be like?
We'll have a pretty good sale. It'll be about 500 or 600 tomorrow. We've had a lot of rain over the last couple of weeks, which we needed. We've got a lot of moisture just standing on the ground. We had a little rain last night. It's going to be hard to get cattle in, but we got a lot of them coming in today and a lot coming in tomorrow, but around 500 or so, I think. And then next week will be a lot bigger because a lot of people are going to hold off and wait for it to drop a little bit and then bring them on into town.
Good.
Market's going to be good.
What's the shiniest consignment you've seen so far?
I've got probably 35 or 40 black baldy calves. Been weaned about 60 days. Steers knife cut. Had 3 rounds of shots. They're pretty fancy. They're going to bring it all tomorrow.
Good deal. Folks, get down and get them bought if you can. Carl, tell everybody how to do that.
Okay. My number's 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. If you're in the Giddings and surrounding area, call Max Ebner at 540-8676.
We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you to you after the sale.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm Larry Marble, and I'm on the line with Aaron Lee from Homestead and Ranch Real Estate. Aaron, why do we need a realtor that specializes in farms, ranches, and vacant land?
Well, Larry, large acreage and vacant land transactions are not the same as residential transactions. There are aspects to negotiations, restrictions, utilities, contracts, marketing, title work, and much more that require expert guidance, something you'll get from a Homestead and Ranch Real Estate agent.
How is it different with y'all?
The agents with Homestead and Ranch Real Estate are rural home and land specialists. Through our continued market research, experience, and our classic approach to customer service, we keep up with prices in a never-changing market.
How can we get a hold of you?
Well, y'all can reach me directly at 214-985-9862, and I give you my word, I'll call you back. Or you can visit us at www.homesteadandranch.com.
Aaron, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
Thank you, sir.
We're on the line with Benny Cox from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Benny, what's the cattle sale going to be like this week?
Yeah, I think it'll be, relatively light this week. Actually, I'm probably going to see a good deal of that happen between now and spring. The feed is, we're still lacking, and it didn't rain grass around here. It finally started raining. It rained a little late to grow much feed for most people, but those people that had liquidated a lot of those cows, they're going to sit back and try and hold what they've got. I'm guessing they'll keep heifers, first one thing another. So I think we're going to be shy on numbers all the way through this spring.
Right. Speaking of shy on numbers and heifers, is there any specials coming up?
Yeah, we've got a special calf sale slated. The first one will be January the 12th. The first cow sale of this year will be February the 16th. So if anybody has anything that fits that, they need to give us a holler. Well, let's meet one of those sales. Give us a holler, and we'll, so we can get it in on the written advertising. Anything that's pertinent to selling those calves, shot records, weaning records is important, and we make note of all that and make sure the buyers know. We do have that special sheep and goat replacement sale again this year. It's going to be on March the 8th. I've already getting consignments to that deal. It's not too early to call and visit with me. There's some restrictions. There's some things that are pertinent to this sale that are not like the norm. So if they're going to entertain the idea of selling, then they need to give me a holler on that deal. The female groups have to be at least 20 of a uniform group. We don't sell any odds and ends at this sale, and so they really need to visit with me about that sale. It's demanded that they call and consign. So
right. Well, tell them how to get a hold of you.
Well, they can call me on my mobile. It's 325-234-4277. In the office, same area code, 653-3371. And then they can always look at the web, which is producersandcargyle.com.
Benny, thanks for being on the program.
Talk to you tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye. Over this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The Laredo store, call Gabriel, 956-727-7473. We're on the line with Phil Brockenbush. Phil, Happy New Year to you.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year to you, too.
How's things looking for this next Monday in Giddings?
Oh, it's gonna be all right, Larry. We got a little stuff going. Had a few calls, so it's been raining a little bit, which is a good thing. People got a little running water finally, so
right.
So that's good. But now we got some stuff going. We'll have a pretty good run, I think, Monday. So it'll be good.
Good. I know there'll be a little bit more condition on the cattle. As cool as what it got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The cattle, the ones that are left out there sure got some condition. So it'll be the kind. I guarantee you that. They'll do good. They'll be tough.
Yeah, they sure will. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Oh, you can call me at 979-716-4395 or call the barn at 979-542-2274.
We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you Sunday evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. Milo through Corpus in January, March plus 90, 1358. We'll call Progresso 1375. Yellow corn to Corpus in January, March plus 210, 880 and a half. We'll call Progresso March plus $239 and a half. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in January, March plus 130, $9.99 and a quarter. And number one beans to Houston in January, Jan less 25, $14.62 and a quarter. Texas cotton, East Texas only, 595, 0 bales of west. Prices range from $80.14 to $82.39, so the average across the 595 was about $81.27. Neighbor, that's it for the Best Darn Farm Show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas, all because you're the Best Darn Farm Show listener in that same 100,000 square miles of our great state. I'm Larry Marble, and you're my neighbor. Neighbor, good day to you.